Because I'm back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
What's up, guys? I owe you a little bit of an apology. One, for this lighting, because I'm just leaving the gym, as you can see, but two, I know I've fallen off a little bit lately, and I'm sorry. You see, here's the thing. It's never anything personal. I promise. I really like you guys a lot, but I get a little weird at the start of any off season. I take too much time off. I eat too much garbage. And then I always have difficulty getting back into the swing of things. And I get down on myself because I'm not talking to you. I'm not having these conversations with you. I'm not doing these things that I should be doing. And on top of that, I'm not doing my... And I mean, here's the thing. Like, I tried to vlog even after I went and spoke at Westchester. But it just didn't feel right. It felt forced. But look, I had stuff that I started. Hey guys, I know I haven't done this in a while, but it's Thanksgiving Day. And there's a 10K and a 5K. It starts in 1 minute, so we'll try and see what we can do. And even after I started that vlog on Thanksgiving, still never finished it. I was gonna get some great footage of all the delicious food that we have. Nope, never finished it. It just didn't feel right. I don't know, I was just losing interest. And then I even went on an exciting trip after Thanksgiving. We went down to Philly for the Preston and Steve Camp Out for Hunger. We were there for the live broadcast. It was amazing. I got some cool footage down there, too.
And now, Preston and Steve on 93.
Here we go. You have insulted my dojo. I love it. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. Thank you very much, Bo Allen Zackards. Let's hear it for him, guys. Philadelphia Eagles here at the 400.
But still, I don't know. It just didn't seem like my heart was in it. So that brings me to where I am. My heart hasn't been in the vlog, and I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's just me. And my heart hasn't been in the training either. And it's really, I've been feeling it. It's been a problem. So I talked with Coach last night, and he said I'm just out of sync. And I believe that, 100%. I believe I am out of sync, I'm out of whack, and I just need to get back into it. Well, his idea for getting back into it, shall we say, is we're starting the week off with testing. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. One, I wanted to talk to you about this because I'm sure that I'm not the only one who is going through this, who feels like they're just completely losing out on their interest in training come the off season. But, you know, it's just one of those things that you have to kind of try and get back into it and just remember why you really fell in love with this sport. And maybe you really enjoy riding your bike, so go ride your bike. We've talked about this before, but just know that if it's exaggerated during the off season, you're not the only one who feels like this. So, testing. I do testing probably once every couple months or so. I do a swim threshold test, a bike threshold test, and a run threshold test. That's my workout, my training for that's what's in my training peak schedule for the next 3 days. So that's what I'm going to take you through over the course of the next 3 days, and I'm going to explain how each test works, what we do with the data that's collected in the test, and then how we use that data to track the progress. So tonight was the swim test. So I do a pretty decent sized warm-up. I do a 200 swim, a 200 kick, and a 200 pull with paddles and a pull buoy. I also use fins on that 200 kick. After that warm-up, I make sure that I have a fresh lap on my Garmin, and I perform 1,000-yard or meter time trial. So I swim 1,000 yards as fast as I possibly can. I've only done this swim test one other time before, so the swim is something relatively new that my coaches had me start doing. So on my first swim test, mind you, this was done in May, so for myself, I was in very good shape at that time. And the 1,000-yard time trial took me 16 minutes and 9 seconds, with an average pace of 137 per 100 yards. I understand it's not the fastest swim time out there, but for me, at that point in time, it was really good, and I wish I had some data to go back and look at from when I first started, but unfortunately, like I said, this was the first time that we started doing this. So that leads me to today's swim trial. Now, I'm sure some of you may remember the whole situation with my eyes. I was out of the pool for probably close to 3 weeks, maybe even a little bit over that. So I haven't swam in a long time, and I was really not looking forward to doing this at all. So got in, did the 200 swim, 200 pull, 200 kick, warm up. There was a guy in the lane next to me who I knew that, like, if I kind of hung around him or even got in front of him a little bit, that I'd be able to push my pace a little bit because I wouldn't want him to pass me. So that's something that it's a little trick that you can use. So the 1,000 time trial today took me 17 minutes and 40 seconds with an average pace of 146 per 100. So, as I said, it's over a minute and 30 seconds slower than the last one. But I was in really great shape when I did that last one, and I knew going in. For some reason, I thought that my first one was closer to 18 minutes, so I had 18 minutes in my head, and I just wanted to try and get as close to 18 minutes as I possibly could. Well, I was under 18 minutes, but little did I know that my other one was actually closer to 16 minutes. So anyway, so now we have this data. So I don't have any heart rate data for my swim because I don't have the Garmin heart rate strap that tracks you during the swim. But we have the paces that we can now calculate from. So what happens is I take this swim workout, it is uploaded, and now my coach has the data. He plugs it into a program, and that now spits out my paces that I should be holding for different things that I'm doing in a particular swim workout. So it tells me where I should be if I'm swimming hard, if I'm swimming my sprints, if I'm swimming moderate, or like a nice easy swim. And that way, it helps me dial in the training a lot more. I'm still kind of getting used to the swim test. The ones that I use a whole lot more, both with my coach and with my athletes, are the heart rate and power threshold tests for the bike and the run, which those are going to be coming up over the next 2 days, so we'll dive into that even more. I am back. I'm going to be doing more videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going daily. Just trying to get back into the swing of things for everything, both training and this and me and you and getting everything going. So just bear with me. I promise it's going to get better. There are a lot of exciting things going on right now. If you haven't listened to my interview on the Fitness Success podcast, I will put that in the comments. It was a really great interview with Devin, who is the owner of Gauge Strength Training, so I have that. You guys can check that out. And I am also going to be launching my own podcast that's going to be centered around people who are doing it for themselves. So I've already completed actually 2 interviews for that. One was with Devin, and then another was with a guy who I worked with and went to high school with, Brian Stevens. That was a great interview. I'm really looking forward to posting that up there. So I have a podcast launching. There's a lot of exciting things going on. So I'm just trying to keep my head around that good stuff that's going on and really get back into the swing of things. So I thank you guys very much for your continued support. If you could, please hit the like button. That still helps me. And I will see you next time.
Because I'm back.